One second. Gotta make sure I'm centered right. Looks like something went wrong. Indeed, looks like something went wrong. No? You're just dumb. Big old dummy. Alright. Let's do this again. I kinda don't like that right on my face. But I wanted better production value, right? Going for some oh, I look orange, what the fuck? Yeah, so, we've been working on production value. It's my primary concern. Now I have other concerns, so. But, actually don't mind that, okay. There's a lot of concerns, I was thinking about Zionist Christians lately, and as a Roman Catholic, I have no idea what the fuck that means. I didn't know there were like denominations, is that the word? But I don't want to talk too much on the subject I'm woefully ignorant on, so I'll leave that to the more studied scholars, in their field, in their field. I digress. Today is an important day. Hey guys, I'm Jacob Evans. Welcome to The Daily Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. And, we got a show. We got a show for you tonight. Yes, we do. I'm glad you could be here. Thank you for making it. This evening, there have been pressing issues that are just dividing the country, splitting it right down the center, I wish I had a cool joke I could slide in right there. Make something up, They're right there. I can't think of one right now, but what's the hot topic, you ask? Well, there's one in my local mall, but oh shit! All right. Okay, we got sound. I can turn my TV down. And it has the remote. I have to use my phone as a remote. How inconvenient. What a massive inconvenience that is. I am utterly inconvenienced right now. I am grouching about it. I might be way grouchy. I should send him a letter. Oh, I have that on my phone too. Cool. I don't know what issues are dividing our country right now, but I'm sure there's a lot of them, because everything seems kind of fragmented, and we should be like one unit, like a team. We all have our places, and we all do different things, and if we all work together and do them well, then we get to win the game. And when we win the game, that's good. It's better than losing. Nobody wants to be a loser. It sucks. It sucks to lose, Nobody plays to lose, They're not out there like, man, dude, we're gonna go out there and we're gonna suck. We're gonna suck hard, dude. And yeah, that's what we're doing, Like, no, man, guys, come on. Can we stop? Can we stop giving the other team the ball? Like, just... like, we don't even have to, like, do anything, right? We just need to not give them the ball. And, we should take it home, bring it in for the home team. Bring it in for the home team, Town's been waiting on it for forever. You know, the fans deserve something better. The fans deserve something better. I intend to deliver. You know, 5 years ago, when I stood there, signed that piece of paper, I said I would be better. And, I'm gonna do it. It's not gonna look good. Probably won't be entertaining. But if I see it, and I want it, I'm gonna die trying. Alright. I don't have anything like exceptional in store or planned. I definitely didn't practice anything. What did I do? Let's see. Oh yeah, I was working on dropping like some fire tracks, right? But I couldn't decide if I wanted to like just like write an endless melody, you know, a couple times over and over again, or if like I would play like 4 chords over and over again. I'm trying to find a middle ground, right? Somewhere between. It's like, well, why don't you just put your endless melodies on top of the chords? It's like, well, okay, yeah, I'll try that. It just, I don't know. It's not really enjoyable for me to do that. If I had like bandmates, right, or maybe some other musicians, and no, I don't do collaborations. I'm sorry. My shit's been blowing up. I just gotta tell everybody right now, no collabs. All right, I'm sorry, Taylor. I'm a big fan, but yeah, you know, I don't work well with other people. So I need to work on myself and improve my own music so I can have a sellable product that people can buy. Maybe? I don't know. I just need to sell tickets, right? You would not believe, man. You wouldn't believe. Jake, do a collab with us. Jake, do a collab with us. Jake, you should collab with us. You get great exposure. It really, you know, help your brand out. And, you might have more than 20 followers. Yeah, but I'd be really uncomfortable during the whole thing, and even if I like lied through my teeth and was like, I'm enjoying this, guys. I can't lie. I'm not a liar. I've never lied about anything. Like, I haven't been trying to like. Luckily, I haven't never really experienced this interaction, but I imagine it would happen if I wanted to like be a manager or something, where it's like the customer's complaining about some useless drivel, and it's just like you have to like, you know, give them the company policy, right? And that's all you can do. You just gotta stand by your company policy because you are owned by that company. And you know, you can you know, not even like go against the grain or stand up for yourself or your employee or whatever the happened, but like, I don't know what to call it. Damn, I just so lost my train of thought there. I was like, I was really smart. I enjoyed saying that. Customers complaining to you, and you can, you know, do the right thing. nothing against any of my managers ever. I understand. I expect you to do what you have to do, you know. And it's not necessarily often the right thing, but extenuating circumstances, sorry. A myriad of circumstances can be like difficult to navigate, right? That's why we use, precedent, right? We always look to the precedent. And am I pronouncing these fucking words right? I'm sorry, you found something in your food. I don't know. I was being a little harsh earlier. I was being really harsh, actually. But, I guess I've never really, had a problem with any companies recently. I've done dumb shit, and, the consequences of my actions had to take place. Understandable. I accept that. But me personally, I've yet to, me and this ATM at Casey's the other day, kind of he was telling jokes, and I was like, this isn't that funny. Now I'm waiting on my bank to call me, and I don't know what there is to investigate. I guess it can be I don't know how to, I was like, should I take a video of me standing there? I can't go back in time and, show it, not, but I'm sure, I don't know what you call Casey's right now. They only hold on to footage for a week or something like that, unless it's an incident, right? Then I guess they don't get rid of it. But there wasn't any incident, so they would just get rid of it. But it's I need the footage of me standing at the ATM, not giving me my money. But ATMs have cameras on them, right? Maybe? I don't know. Not 100%. Or maybe a microphone. You definitely hear me going WTF, where's my money at? I have the receipt, though. I have the receipt that, it's a $140 bill for nothing. For my fucking time. But, I would say we'll see how this turns out, but we know how it's going to turn out. I just have to wait. And wait I shall. I'm going to call them every day, though, until they figure this shit out. It's a very short phone call. Hey, are you guys still investigating my dispute? You will receive information within a couple of days. So you're still working on it? You will receive information. Alright, that's all I needed to know. Goodbye. It hasn't been a couple of days. It's been 12 hours. So I'll give them a little slack. Can you believe that, though? I've never heard of that ever happening in the history of my existence. I don't think I've ever heard. Nobody's ever brought it up in conversation ever. And, friends, family, you've never seen that shit posted on Facebook, the ATM ate my money today. Never. I've never, ever seen that. So I can understand why they might be a little bit, hesitant, perhaps, right? I imagine if I was a bank, though, and somebody was, said anything, I'd be very hesitant. I can only imagine what kind of crackheads go through there. Can you cash this check? Cash these nuts, motherfucker. Shit. So I do not currently have any, issues with any, institutions of any sort right now. I forgot what my tangent was about. Oh shit, my brownies. I gotta go check my brownies. Hey, don't do that. I should have let them finish before I started, but I was kind of I should get this started before it gets too late, and then I'm up till really late again, and I gotta go to work in the morning, and then it's it just feels bad. Then I'm at work, and I'm all getting crackhead. Crackheads. Let me put a sign up just in case. Hell yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. I'm sure you guys heard that, right? There's no way the camera didn't. Here's everything. It's a bit much, but I like that. I like that picture. Right? You see that? Yes, yes you can. Well, that's a little. But if I bring it closer, it doesn't make it like bigger. Is the funny thing, right? I don't have like a stand I can put it on. I guess I could move the camera, but I don't want to move the camera. Maybe I should smoke too. Not stressed. Yeah. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow. Bum, 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 bum. I already did my intro. I kinda want to do it again though. Hey guys, I'm Jay Bevins, and the itinerary for tonight's slop will include me doodling on guitar to random shit on YouTube, and maybe some more Melanie, and then yeah, what's that? What's poking me? It's uncomfortable. I don't want that. What's that? Stop that. Does that cast a shadow? It's right in front of my light. Put to the side. There we go. Where did I put my pick? Hey, it's right there. Excellent. Alright, now back to me tuning my guitar. This beast right here, it's a custom. I know a guy, right? He set me up. Alright, so custom work, you won't find it anywhere. It's the wood is trees. It comes from trees. My amp, I built it myself. Another custom piece. You know, to get tone like I get, you really gotta know the equipment you're working with. The specs only tell a small fraction of the story, right? To really appreciate such a fine piece of work, you have to put the time in. Put the time in and really grind it out. Long hard hours of hard work. Redundant. I don't want to do the same word in the same sentence. Crisp, clean tone like that, you really gotta dial it in, right? All the knobs, 10. Really trying to push the limits of simple circuitry. Is it my shitty guitar stand? This is not custom. This is Chinese. God bless America. It's my speaker plug. Is it this? I don't like I painted the rest of the bottom portion of the wall. Basement flooded, right? With the walls out, whatever. I painted that side. But I didn't paint the corner that I'm filming in. Why? I mean, why not, right? But, there's a more pressing issue I need to deal with. I need to tighten it down a little bit. I probably need to tighten it. It's probably from kicking it over 100 million times. So what did I do in response to me kicking it over 100 million times? I bought a right-angled jack. When it falls over, it doesn't do the weird thing to the cord. There's a shadow on the ceiling. Emitting from one of my lights. Being cast from my camera. That's why I went with a 4-inch woofer instead of the bigger woofers. You get that that clarity, you know. It has a tighter punch to it. And I was like, I think it's really like, you can really hear it click. I hate when I can't play something right, and then instead of like doing it over again and playing it correct, I play something else. Like I have to like overcompensate for my mistake. Hate that. Insecurity. on using thinner strings. I've been experimenting with different string gauges and you should always just use thicker strings, you know, quit being a bitch, get used to it. Downstrokes only, you know, is something I've been recently discovering. Clarity, right? It's real bright, tangy. You can't get that out of a $1,500 Gibson, I'll tell you that much. That's not on the low end for those, though. I wouldn't know. It's hard for me to justify spending a lot of money on them. On lies and slander. They've been reaching out to me trying to get my endorsement right, but I just can't. I wanted to make a joke about Things are pretty cool. No, excuse me. It's not the Explorer. It's the one that looks like two triangles. Shit. Two, like, they're not pointy triangles, they're like loppy. I know loppy's not a word, now. I missed the note. Crouch. Don't be a slouch. There's a certain formula that exists, and I pay no attention, and I should, because I do it, and I try to find it, right? But I don't want to read the book, right? It's like, here's the answers to all of your questions, and it's like, no, that ain't me, bro. Get that book away from me. I want to figure it out the hard way. And then he was like, dude, it's a free course, man. There's a light in my eyes. There's a light in my eyes. So I keep them closed. Cause it's bright. But I should look at the camera. Cause that's what engaged streamer does. Maybe. I'd be curious to know. I need some statistics on whether maybe I like looking at the camera. What am I supposed to do when? I mean, like, right? So there's gonna be a lot of lights. They're gonna be like, whoa, bro, all this light, man. Oh no. Stay. Scratchy, 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 scratchy. Grind, 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 grind. I gotta get another air filter. Rock dust can be more dangerous than cherry top. I was like, what? I was like, that sounds hard. To acquire more Dixon Triderogus. Dixon Tride. It escapes me. How many chugs was that? I think that was a good amount of chugs, right? Now we need 100 more. years to acquire refined and trained palate, such as mine. I have very exquisite tastes in my tone settings. I keep no signal chain. You know, you add too much, you get resistance, regardless of how much nonsense you say. You know, what do they call it? Pass-through, bypass. There's still resistance. Resistance is measured in ohms. I forgot what ohms law was, but Ohms, Mr. Ohms himself, he went down to the local he got a bill passed, received bipartisan support. Benjamin Franklin did not invent the light bulb. Probably could have, maybe, I don't know. Thanks to the hard work of our oh, son of a bitch. That's the first time it's kicked on, isn't it? Is this the Krusty Krab? No. This is I really want to do karaoke. Because it's 8 o'clock on Friday night. Meow. I forgot what it's you got a B minor, there's a D, there's an A, and a G. Oh, there's something else. I don't know. I have to consult my notes here. Let me turn on my Wi-Fi real quick. Bloop. I had a bad week. Spent the evening pretending it wasn't that deep. You could see in my eyes that it was taking over. I guess I was just blind and caught up in a moment. You know, you take all of my stress right down, help me get it off my chest and out into the ether with the rest of this mess that just keeps us depressed. We forget that we're here right now because we're living life at a different pace, stuck in a constant race. Keep the pressure under bound to brakes. We've got to change. We should just be canceling out our plans and not give a damn for missing out on what people think is right. Seeing through a picture behind a screen, you never get to be. There's a conversation from the message that you never read. I think maybe you and me, we should head up to the place where the music plays, and then we'll go all two-stepping with the woman I love. All my troubles paid to nothing when I'm in your eyes, electrified. We keep turning up and go all night. With dips and lows in our time. No, but we know what it feels to be low then up, alone then love. All we need is us to go all two-stepping with the woman I love. Da, 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 da. All we need is us to go all. Do you reckon, is it just me? Words are weapons and occasionally they cut deep. Crisis of confidence that tends to come when I feel the dark and I open my heart. If you don't see it, you should trust me. I feel like I got nothing left right now, except this beauty in a dress right now. She got me feeling like the best and the rest are just less than she needs. So we press play, we step to the beat. Cause we're living life at a different pace, stuck in a constant race. Keep the pressure on, you're bound to break. Something's got to change, we should just be canceling all our plans and not give a damn. Head out to the place where it plays and we'll go all and we'll go all night. Two-stepping with the woman I love. All my troubles fade to nothing when I'm in your eyes. Electrified, we keep turning up and go all night. Oh, we got hard time, but we know what it feels to be low then up, alone then loved, and all we need is us to go all night. Two-stepping with the woman I love. Night, night. Dun 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 dun. What are my brownies cooled down? I pulled them out a little early, so they're like a little bit mushy still, kind of. And I kind of really enjoy that. And I can just eat the whole pan of brownies. I just, and I do. But it's like $2 for the box, so it's like I don't smash these brownies yeah. I'm not always like, 100% on spot with my words and my phrasings. I feel like a lot of the time though, I'm pretty on top of it. Should I think about what I'm saying? No, we should not. But we can't also can't say dumb shit, because that's dumb, and I don't want to be cringe. Nothing worse than cringe, Lord. Oh my god. Embarrassing. Jeez. How many times do we have to keep telling you this, old man? I'm not that old, I promise. Oh no, I'm old as shit. God damn it. What am I gonna do with my life? Oh no. Okay. I have to listen. What you gonna do to forget her name? Now there's only one thing left for me to do. Oh wait, I came a little early there. There's only one thing left for me to do. It's like my favorite. My favorite. What's an appropriate noun there? Not jacket, coat, jacket, pants, belt, hat. Oh yeah. Do we slip on anything? Slippers? Hold on. Now there's only one thing left for me to do. Grab my favorite coat and Timberland leather boots. Timberland leather boots. What about, what's another, my favorite coat and Timberland boots. There we go. Check the mirror one last time and kiss the past goodbye. What I'm really needing now is a little less volume on that G. I could play it clean, but I don't like the sound of stuff when it's clean. I mean, I don't mind it. Okay, where were we? From the top. Friday night, I'm still at home. Check the mirror one last time and just the past goodbye. What I really need now is a double shot of Crown. Chase that disco ball around until I miss my chords. Go until they cut me off. Wanna get a little lost in the noise, in the lights. Hey bartender, pour 'em hot tonight till the party and the music and the truth collide. Bring it till this memory fades away. Hey bartender. I'd call it mid, but that'd be a compliment. Can't do my chords, man. Making me grouch. Oh, yeah, it'd be really cool. Check this out. They invented something that lets me know what pitch I'm singing at. Can you believe that? Talk about convenient. Cause I wanna be somewhere around, let's see, there's, right there. I mean, if it's like, what's the difference between key, pitch, and octaves? No, not as I know what, like, I know what they all are individually, but how do they interact, right? Like, if, let's say, a song is being sung and the vocals are sitting at B4, right? What voicings do I use to, I guess you would be like, well, then you just play B4, right? And what if I can't like hit a B4, right? Can I use the other Bs? You know, B3, B2, B5, B6? Does it sound weird? You know, as opposed to like somebody who has heard the original recording and can identify pitch and notes, perfect pitch. But I mean, people have relative pitch and they can nail it, right? I suppose I could just go with whatever sounds good, right? But I can't really like hear things very well. It's hard for me to hear a sound and not just like place a note to it, but be like, I mean, I understand like dissonance and harmony, right? Like, There's a little bit of anyways, hold on. Harmony. Harmony is harmony. And something dissonant, right? It would be like dissonance, right? You would not believe the fretboard access I have on this custom piece right here. Somebody hit a G. There it is again. You can hear the rain. Alright, we're getting off topic. Oh jeez, oh no, oh no, oh no. It's bad news bears, guys. Bad news bears. Okay, this light is doing this thing called making me uncomfortable. I should. I want light. I want to illuminate me. questions, comments, suggestions, put them down below. I'm at an impasse. My desire is torn between this and that. What do I want more? That's a difficult question. I think I should ask myself, what would produce the most results? Not that I'm not really like a results based. What are they called? Someone who uses results as a method of assessment. Results ultimately are a bigger part of the whole equation, right? It's just the answer to whatever. Not even necessarily the answer. It's just the outcome of a bunch of stuff that took place to get there, right? So, what would... Because, what if throughout the journey I acquire something that isn't tangible, right? Or quantifiable, right? The intangibles. Because, regardless, it's just me anyways. I don't know why I feel so much pressure. Why do I feel so pressured? I will not bow. I will not break. I will shut the world away. Not fall. I will take your breath away. Now, I'm sorry. I should know this. Sorry, Benjamin. Break it, Benjamin. I don't mean to, sully your song. I enjoy that song. It's a nice song. I'm just gonna play some more chugs till I think about what I want to do. Oh, wait, that's what we can do. There we go. We can do two things at the same time. I hate how I can't hit that chord. It should be like. Almost. I don't like. I can't do the. I mean, I guess I could, but then I don't get the. How do you, that's something I could get better at, definitely. Let's see. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Or just. So rigid, really rigid, aren't I? It's really, the sound is just really making me happy. I got some brownies upstairs that I'm really excited for, and they're just regular brownies. I want to be able to walk around with the backpack loaded full and not worry about being harassed. I guess in some states that's not really like a problem, but where I reside, I want to be able to walk around with a bag full of brownies and be like, guys, check out my YouTube. I also sell brownies. I know, because I always listen back to my streams at work and stuff. I'm always like, I should just shut up and play my guitar, or talk louder so my camera picks it up, because otherwise you guys can't hear me. I should probably like work on that, vocalizing my words, saying them to the camera. I look at the camera, I speak to the camera, and I speak clearly and loudly. That is me. I mean, but my production value, man. But my production value, man. What's gonna happen when they're like, man, what a garbage, what a garbage stream. Hello, Rosie. I am, I do very well. I do very well, in fact. I'm a little grouch because my light is like in my face, right? But I don't want it to not be in my face because then I don't want to look like a ghost, you know, or have too much light behind me and it creates shadows on me. And then my cheap camera's all like, I'm a really cheap camera and I don't make you look good. I want to look a little bit pretty. Other than that, though, I made some brownies, and I am stumbling through some guitar noodling. Um, I feel my conscious awareness of my mediocre skill set glaring right now, and I'm like, should I learn more scales? Should I learn different keys of said scale? Should I be practicing chords more? I'm not really sure what direction to focus my guitaring on, or like playing and singing at the same time. Should I be making what I had a dream. Not like a sleeping dream. I had a dream, like things I wish to achieve, right, or acquire. And that I would take me and my garbage acoustic guitar I picked up at the pawn shop, and I would just go from city to city to every bar I could find, and do a bunch of shitty acoustic covers, being like, hey guys, this is me, and these are some songs I enjoy. And then, do it big, right? Do it real big. Due to me being a complete jackass, I shit all over that, and now I have to make up for it. Plans for world domination. What did we do today, Pinky? Or is it brain? Shit, I don't know. Same thing we do every day. Why is my thing so loud? Can you hear that? The furnace increases production value. At least, at least by a lot. There's a lot of Dude, do you guys want to smash a pan of brownies with me? The regular brownies. I'm still warming up, It takes me a while. Gotta get into it, gotta dial it in, It takes a long time to really master and understand what an exquisite work of art, a craftsman, artesian, Italian herbs and cheese. There's a Subway like a couple blocks down, right? Open 24 hours. Let's go. I was like, dude, I really want to be that guy. I could easily. I would love to finish, my closing shift at H Bros and then like go and smash some sandwiches at Subway for like 8 hours. You think I get free cookies? I'd eat them anyways. I know it makes me a terrible person. And just one. It's just one temptation I cannot resist. It's just stuffing my face full of sweet chocolate. Or peanut butter. Oh my god. Or like, would you like any do you like any sugar with your coffee? Do you like any coffee with your sugar? Oh my god. Okay, so I was at Quick Trip, or was it Quick Stop? Or was it was a gas station, right? And it's Quick Trip, Get and Go? Doesn't matter. Irrelevant. What matters is that I went there and I got some coffee and I was going to put some hot cocoa in it, right? Because hot cocoa and coffee is like absolutely amazing. And I was called a mocha. Shut up. It's also espresso. Difference. Or you could do like an Americano with chocolate or something. I'm not sure. Details. Fuzzy. I was at Quick Trip gas station getting coffee, and I went to the machine for hot cocoa, and the hot cocoa was not dispensing. It was out of order. Tragedy. It's panic time, guys. It's motherfucking walls are burning. They have boarded our ship, and they have seized the means of production. It is full-on panic time. So I stand there, and I'm like, I have my hands, and they're like this, and I'm just pleading, for someone or something to be like, hey, wish somebody would tell me I'm fine, losing my sight, losing my mind. Wish somebody would tell me I'm fine, nothing's alright, nothing is fine. Where I'm running out of time. Cut my life into pizza. Sorry, I don't mean to what's the word? Disrespect, not disrespect, but like parody, maybe, perhaps. Make light of, make a joke at the expense of another person's work. I think I should be able to come up with my own jokes that don't rely on somebody else's work. I think not that like impersonations are pretty funny, right? Or like when you're commenting on current events, pop culture, whatever, like reaction based stuff. Even though I want to do some like more reaction based stuff, I was enjoying reading the news last night. It raised questions within me that I have not yet asked, right? I was ignorant, and ignorance is not an excuse. desire to know more about everything. But I can't get past drugs. And then there's so much, like, where would I even start? Because right now, I need to know the best way to farm Primo Gems and how to, and how to be a better, like, shot caller in Marvel Rivals. As I generally play support, and, I have to, like, coordinate my teammates, right? But I don't know the best way to do that, right? I could be very literal, and I think that's, you know, we should always be open and honest with everything. Oh, actually, I might play something after this. I might have to. I'm really feeling something. I really want to, like, I just gotta do my dailies, though. I've been slacking on doing my dailies. What time? It's not that late yet, right? Let's see. It is 12:30. Okay. Server resets at 3 o'clock. We're good. Say she's about warmed up. You know, you gotta get. When you're really looking to dial that tone, you know, you gotta make sure. I know everybody. You got questions, you know, how do I get the best tone for my guitar? What are your secrets, Jake? How do you how do you achieve such milky smoothness from, you know, and to get a desired effect from your equipment, you know, like I said, you gotta build a relationship, you gotta rapport of interactions and moments and feelings and conversations, and maybe some verb usage in there too, you know, and you might like run into situations where you don't agree, you know, and you have to be able to compromise, or, you know, not compromise. But I will accept no compromises. I accept no compromises. 'Cause I'm a man. And I will not compromise my integrity and my character for subpar tone. So alas, we've arrived at this moment, this intersection of fate and destiny. Intertwined are these moments, written in the stars, the light cast from the sun. We read, interpret its frequencies, its oscillations, man. It's a waveform. It goes up and it goes down. You know, what goes down might come up. What comes up might go down. You know, it doesn't. Depends. You know, is there gravity? Is gravity involved? But if you're including gravity, then you got to be sure to also include, you know, the relative distance and the speeds at which you are experiencing this gravity, because something might be different to somebody else. You never know what's going on, man. Shit's just all whack, you know. It's fucked up. C'est la vie. No, I don't know any more French. Do not be impressed. I know my French is perfect. Goodness gracious. What are we doing? We're turning up the bass, because I like bass. And really the treble where it's at. It's a little boost, you know, get the decibels. The frequency range we're really looking for, like I said, you gotta dial it in. Just like that. It's magic. Now, before we move on, you know. I spend a lot of time not doing the same thing over and over again. Because that'd be insanity. And that would make me insane. So I do different things. That's why I play Genshin Impact now. I haven't played Genshin Impact in years. I only played for a little bit right when it launched. I was able to get my old day 2 account. I feel like a seasoned veteran, right? I'm like, look guys, I've been playing this game for 5 years. I haven't told anybody that. That would be deceptive. Details from yes, that still makes you a bad person. But it's only because of society, you know. Society's society didn't, you know, do dumb shit. I wouldn't have to conform and be this perfect little square. You know, you could put me in a little square box and be like, look, perfection. It's not perfect. Your square box is stupid. Squares aren't perfect. Burn bright. Shine the light. From the lighthouse. So I don't get lost out at sea. I don't want to be lost in the ocean, 'cause that would suck. I can't swim very long. I'm not endurance style stuff, right? I don't do. I'm a sprinter, you know. I'm better at, short bursts of intensity. Prolonged reserves, right? And that's like your long, right? Is that I could be wrong here. I'm probably wrong. I need a professional. But I have to sometimes do a long bike ride to and from work, right? And it just like really, it doesn't like, it's not like, I'm not like sore, and I'm not like brain fried, but I'm just like low energy, you know? Nobody likes low energy people. I get grouchy. But I also really like riding the bike. I think it's great exercise, and it's a very enjoyable like little cruise through town. I wish I could put a suspension on it, because there's no suspension on it, so like every bump I hit's like, whoa, dude, I'm about to fly off this bitch. Turns out you can send your VODs from Twitch straight to your YouTube. I was like, yeah, but only in standard definition. And I was like, what? Does 720 count as standard definition? I hope it does. And if not, I'm going to save them anyways, because I don't know. I like having a recollection of my thoughts and feelings on generalities throughout my life. It's like a video diary, right? Hey, hit that like and subscribe, baby. Hit that like and subscribe. Be doing your boy a favor. Tell all your friends and family. There's some weird guy who just stands around lazily playing guitar, commenting on dumb shit with a very uninformed opinion. And very just garbage takes on everything. They're not hot takes, definitely. There's nothing controversial about these kind of things. But he also just won't say the line either. I'm probably like a definition fence-sitter. But I want to be able to go any direction. I don't want to be like forced to go one direction. I want to go any direction. What if I want to turn around? Or what if, we can go down instead of left or right? It's like, we can go down or let's go up. Or fucking, elevation does not add that much distance to your travel time. That's a little generalized, because I mean, if you're like, what was it? It was like literally like for, you can Google it, like elevation and distance. How does elevation affect distance over a mile? And you'll get what you're looking for. Yeah. What I found, maybe? You know what I'm talking about. Who is wondering about the furnace in the background? It's just a furnace and it's in the background. This is my squeaky voice. It's like a squeak, 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 squeak. Excuse me. I was like, what is that? What is that guy doing? Why are you telling me to do this? This is gonna help my karaoke. Oh. I'm not do karaoke. What is it? Hold on. C sharp. G sharp. A sharp. Always talking about what he wants and then just sits on his broke ass. So, no, I don't want your number, no. I don't want to give you mine, no. I don't want to meet you nowhere, no. Don't want my number, it's fine. I don't want no scrub. The scrub is a guy that can't get no work from me. Hanging out the passenger side, I don't think it's a sharp. Let's find out. I should do this. I don't want no scrub. Scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging out the passenger side of the best friend's ride, trying to holler at me, at me, at me, at me. Sorry, it's something I'm working on. I have a lot of stuff I'm working on. I really don't, like I said, the finished product, I just want to make money with it. Everything else is, we're doing to, express ourselves and our creativity. And then I'm going to express how much I just need some money so I can buy a Bugatti. And, crash it. And then after I crash my Bugatti, I don't know what we're gonna do after that. Hopefully I survive. If I wake up in a hospital, we're going to tell them, stop that, I'm fine, let me go. When I wake up in jail, There's a small possibility, right? But if I crashed my Bugatti, it's probably because I'd probably be paying attention. I usually pay attention, generally pretty aware. When I cross the street, I look both ways multiple times until I'm across the street, and then I double check to make sure. Because I don't trust anybody. I don't trust other people to stay in their lane. They will not stay in their lane. They will swerve out of their lane, and then they will blame you, and then we got a problem. Or they'll be looking at their phone, or they'll be, in their brother's car, and they just pulled out of the DOT parking lot, and they're trying to put some Hollywood Undead on the radio, and you're hearing somebody, and you're like, huh, well, that's cool. I'm stupid. That was, might as well get it out of the way early, right? Or maybe, what was that? Let's see, what was the other one? There was that one, and then that was kind of it. A few, not even really a few bumps here and there. I don't know why I'm so anxious to drive again. I never, the only other incident was when I was drinking a lot, and I was like, we're gonna go around this S-curve, really quick, right? And just fucking hit some sand and lose control, and slide into a stop sign, and then we're gonna drive off. I don't know how I got my car to start. Oh, it's because I had to switch. Because the airbag went off, so it cut the circuit, right? But, see, I'm smart, right? And I had a wire in the switch hooked directly from my battery to my starter. I hit that switch, boom, let's go. Well, I have that because my clutch pedal position sensor wasn't working. And I don't know why I couldn't just jump it. Because it's just 2 pins. But I couldn't get anything to work effectively to jump it. I don't know how or why. It should be a really easy thing to do. But I couldn't get it. So I put in another circuit. And it is a complete circuit. Grounds itself. It's D sharp. I thought I'd try D sharp. Alright, hold on. Am I doing it backwards? No? Right, okay. Do minor, major. 7th. I know, it's not the right chord, but I'm not sure what I don't want to look it up right now. Yeah, if I just don't play that. Sounds like some garbage. I'm pressing too hard. That's definitely D sharp, right? No, I don't want to meet you nowhere, no. of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. His rep is checking me, but his game's kinda weak, and I know that he cannot approach me. Cause I'm looking like class and he's looking like trash, can't get with his deadbeat ass. So no, I don't want your number, no, I don't wanna give you mine. No, I don't wanna meet you nowhere, no, don't want none of your time, no, I don't want no scrub. Scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's ride, got all at me. I don't want no scrub. Scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. Am I like, I'm a little off there. No, I don't want no scrub. Hold on, no, I don't want no scrub. Switch before or after? No, I don't want no scrubs. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. I don't want no scrub. Scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. Not say the line. Okay, where was I? Okay, from the top. I know, like, I should just do like just kind of like ham fist the chords, you know, and it's really disingenuous, really insincere portrayal of other artists' work. If you want to learn a song, I think that you should take the time to really figure it out and practice playing it. But I need money, so I will. I'm sorry. When I change the world, you can definitely, like, I don't know. I'll let you decide. Well, I'm still kind of worried about that. I don't want. They won't unmute it even if you they're just permanently muted. And that's stupid. But I also don't know how it all like actually plays out. Like I'm sure there's some garbage or something. I don't know. I just don't want to deal with it. It's a hassle. If I'm a passenger and they ask for my ID, here, take it. Stop hassling me. I'm not on papers anymore. You got nothing on me. And I got nothing on me. Although I think it's best just to, context is its own argument. I don't feel like dealing with that garbage. I mean, if it didn't change people's opinions of me, I would have that conversation with people, but I don't know how they'll feel after we talk about it, so I'd avoid those kind of conversations, because I don't want to ruin my reputation, right? I don't really, but I do, deep down, it's like I really care, and I want people to think of me as an upstanding, productive citizen, right? That doesn't do shady shit. I don't want to be a shady person. But I'm sometimes a shitty person. I don't think I fake it, but I'm not totally honest either. But the stuff I'm admitting is, the stuff nobody wants to talk about. Everybody's got their problems. Now, the biggest, my primary concern for myself, and why I apologize, is because, don't let your bullshit affect people around you, right? The second that starts to happen, you're like, that's not good, there's always going to be consequences of your actions, right? And just when you're affecting other people, toxicity breeds more toxicity. Positive vibes bring more positive vibes. So, don't be a toxic employee, and promote a positive work environment. That's what it said in my Quiznos handbook. That was my first job. I made sandwiches, it was a lot of fun. I was a really shitty employee though, and but I didn't understand anything. Not that, once again, ignorance and excuses. But I took that experience and all the mistakes I made, and it's just I started there, and now I think I'm a pretty I go to work, and when I get to work, I leave my shit at the door, and I smile, I go, hey guys, what's up? Pickles is here. I'm gonna zone out and make chicken. You might have to say my name twice, but I will do as instructed. If you start running out of chicken, please let me know. I know I'm grouchy, but if you let me know, I'll be less grouchy. Alright, now it's time. It is time. The time has come for the big reveal. I know everybody's been waiting for it, right? Everybody wants to see it. Everybody just has to know, what is it? What is it truly? now I often ponder. I spend a lot of time pondering, asking these goofy, meaningless questions that spin around in my brain. And I spent $11.14 at Target. I was buying a brownie mix. And my brownies are upstairs. I'm very excited. And they're just regular brownies. I know I mentioned that before. I just want to say that again. Many people insinuating things about me. Wait, why would I launch that? I said turn off. And that's fine. People will judge, and that's okay. I expect them to judge. They're supposed to judge. They're supposed to have an opinion on things that are in their life, right? But I really just don't. I can't stop myself from being me to always satisfy other people's needs, right? I will do as much as I can. But everybody has their limits, right? You gotta set boundaries. You gotta have boundaries. Boundaries are important. Clear, defined boundaries. This is me here, and that is you there. I don't want to mow your grass. You don't want to mow my grass. Alright, cool beans, alright. Let's meet up at town center and do some bargaining. Bargaining, not bargaining, what's the word? Bartering. There we go. We shall barter, my body for whatever I need. Probably like cows. I like cows a lot. Brownie mix, guitar strings, cell phones, money, currency, maybe like knowledge, intelligence, karma, maybe some, maybe like a little bit of what's the benefit of the doubt? Ow, I just hurt my hand. No, I don't want to make this too heavy. I don't want to get too complicated, right? Why'd you have to go and make things so complicated? I see the way you're acting like somebody else gets me frustrated. Life's like this, you bum, da-na-na, 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 da-na-na. Squeeze, squeeze, squee, wee. Sorry. I've been enjoying that lately. I've been practicing something, right? It's a little different. You might blow your socks off, so be prepared. Be ready for this. So, I was at the store. I was browsing the assorted goods they had presented on the shelves. They were displaying for sale, in exchange for the currency I possess. I had my pants, shirt on, I had my jacket, and some gloves, and a hat and beanie. I was standing there in the aisle, obstructing traffic, being indecisive, and wondering, you know, is this important right now? Is this going to change my life? I am spending enough time making this decision that it could be considered a life-changing decision. You know, you spend 15 minutes looking at one shelf, right? And even if you're comparing all the options and reading every ingredient, and you know, you got your phone out and you're, fuck ChatGPT, fuck hard, ChatGPT sucks. Oh man, I said the line, damn. Trying so hard, but I couldn't help it. I'm not really impressed with the direction that company is currently taking, but that's a whole nother topic. You know, go Gemini, Google, you know, holding it down like they usually do, holding everybody down. I just hope, you know, with the mass amount of like everything Google has, because they just have, like, it's so big. Like, how big is Google? Like, that thing's gotta be so fucking heavy. Like, you know, I hope the higher ups are, you know, they got like everybody's best interest in mind, right? And not just like their shareholders' best interest or their shareholders' wallet, I suppose. But I feel like the company has to be so big, couldn't they just be like, you know, off, we don't like need you anymore and your cheap ass money, like we can make our own decisions. Like, we good now. We made it. They're able to like break free from the record company, right? And just make their own music. Cause like, right? Does that make any sense? I don't know if that makes any sense. But you know, and I hope, you know, hopefully they don't like just make a bunch of garbage, you know, and start like just throwing shit at the wall and just being like, is this cool? Does this work? Is this cool? Does this work? You gotta really refine a product, polish it, make it really nice, pretty, and ease of use is subject to differing levels of people's abilities, right? Sometimes I find things very easy and intuitive, and I'm like, wow, this is awesome, this is cool, I can just do that, whoa. Then other times I'm like, this is really dumb. Who did this? Who thought this was a good idea? And then I watch a tutorial on it, and I'm like, oh, I'm just an idiot, but they didn't tell me that. And then I'm like, oh, it's because I skipped all the tutorials, because I just want to get to the product and use it, but I don't know how to use the product if I don't read the tutorials. I've been trying to be more conscientious of reading instructions. You know, instructions are important. I like detailed instructions that are directly given to me. I enjoy that. I enjoy that greatly. I also enjoy running around like a madman and doing whatever the hell I want. Sometimes it's this, sometimes it's that. I don't know. Sometimes I sleep all day. Sometimes I do all sorts of stuff in a day. You know, there's good days, there's bad days. It comes and goes, right? But consistency is key. And developing a consistent routine is very important. Routine is very important, you know, he used to tell me. And I think he was very right. Do I have one? No, definitely not. Not unless blacking out at some random point in the night and waking up whenever my eyes open, you know, includes, normally it's like within like a range, right? But you know, I never really like go to sleep. I just lull into endless oblivion until my brain's like, hey, we gotta do stuff today. You might be late. I don't know. I can't look at the time. I need you to get up and tell me what time it is. And then I look at the time and my brain's like, oh, okay, good job. We're not 4 hours late for work. And then, you know, I roll around in my bed YouTube videos are now satisfying me. So I try to watch some Twitch streams, but I'm like, I should just be streaming. What am I watching other streamers for? I don't need to watch other streamers. Me. I am the captain now. I need some water. I don't have a point. I'm just saying shit, you know. I'm just entertaining myself at this point. I mean, I think that's all I was ever doing, but you might as well try, right? What else am I gonna do? Go to get some actual equipment and find a band? Like, how? That would cost money, time, and social battery. And I don't have any of those. I could go grab a $50 pawn shop acoustic, or I could just restrung. I don't know what the proper wording is there, but I restringed. I say it and I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable. I put new strings on my old acoustic, but I don't think I put them on in the right order. I should do some research into this because I'm not very well versed in classical nylon guitars, right? But I think they don't just go from thickest to thinnest. I think they do something else. A little variation in the string gauges that I was unaware of. Or maybe I was aware, I don't know. I really, like, playing it, thinking back to when I played it, I was like, it plays like standard electric. Or maybe the strings, maybe I mixed the strings up. I don't know, I'm not sure. But it would cost more to get it set up by a professional than it would just be to go grab another one. Maybe, you know, if I'm like, hey man, you know, I'm really struggling. I'm dealing with some shit. It's all whack and fucked up, and I'm just like, bro, dude, I just need my guitar, but I fucked it up, I don't know what I did. If you take a look at it and not charge me. Or they want my watch, right? You probably thought I stole it, honestly. Because here I pulled it out of my bag and I was wearing all black. I took it off because I knew the gasket on the back was probably shot. And it definitely is shot. And I'm really grouchy at myself because I knew I should have took it off before I washed my hands today, and now there's moisture under the crystal, and I am grouchy. I should probably do the smart thing and like take the back off and send it somewhere to air out, but I want to wear my watch. I like wearing my watch. But I went to get a battery put in, and he was like, movement shot, it's going to be $75 movement, not including labor. And I was like, I know like Timex and Casio got some like really good pieces for like $50. Or I could just go with the classic like Casio digital for like 20, but I'm getting a different bracelet for it, but I already have my other bracelet, and I'm really excited about putting together an old timepiece I used. It was we deconstructed it because we wanted to try something a little different, but I still kept all the pieces. I'm pretty excited. Show that watch in proper love. I really enjoyed it. It's a great watch. I'm gonna save it. It'll be a big reveal for later. I had another, just like which is like a, what would I call it? Timex Gold day date with expandable bracelet, the stretchy bracelets. I replaced it with a blue stainless steel linked one that I picked up off Amazon that I thought was really cool, and I thought the blue gold two tone. I don't know. It wasn't like when I first did it, I was like, oh, this is a bad idea. Why did I do this? But it really grew on me. I was like, I really enjoy this, and then I'm no longer in possession of that. I hope whoever has it enjoys that watch. I really liked it. But maybe I shouldn't be incoherently out of touch with reality when inviting random strangers into my apartment. But yeah, it could have did me for a lot worse. It could have did me for a lot worse. So I'll let it slide, right? LOL. I would follow the New Testament, right? And be like, don't worry about it. I hope you got some wear out of it, because I can't imagine the pawn shop would give you anything for that. I can't imagine. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I can't put myself in the shoes of a thief. I can't take stuff. If it wasn't given to me, or if I didn't put currency down or barter for it, I just don't even want to touch it. It's gross. It's not mine. Yucky. My brother gave it to me. Not specifically. He left it when he stayed here. He left some of his little things, and I found a little jewelry box, right? And I was like, this thing's really cool. I asked him about it, and he was like, never really gave me a real response. I don't even know if he, but I know, if he, I feel like he left it for me to find, honestly. Knowing that I would someday cross through here, this intersection of our lives, so. Left his old CD case too, which makes me really happy. I really like that. What's today? It's today Thursday. What's show and tell on? You guys want to go through my brother's old CDs? He's in Dallas right now. He's got a couple of kids, and I really need to see them, because I don't think they even really know I exist. And that's on me for being a shitty brother and a shitty uncle. Because I know he would do anything to accommodate me if I was to show up, right? some of my most favorite people. Now they were pretty close to like my favorite outside of my brother growing up. A couple of cousins. And grandma. My sisters. Friends and fam, right? Friends and fam. Yeah, what's up?
Can I cut the brownies open?
Yeah, go for it. Tell me what you think. Paid actors. My sister also stayed here for a while. Or that's on. I'm not sure how long. I don't know what time it was here for. I think it was a shorter duration. I think he had to deal with a bunch of other shit though. Well, I feel like it like pulls me in different directions. A gravitational field of gravity. So I was thinking the other day, I was like, you know, is there a force that connects all of us? There might be more than one. I guess, I don't know. I didn't think past it. I was just like in such awe of my discovery. Plus it doesn't really it doesn't help to further this investigation into forces that, you know, there are forces at work we can't perceive, right? Like, whoa, damn. But how do we know they exist, right? You know, stuff like smart stuff. I don't know. I like to stop at like, you know, when I'm reading the chapters in the textbooks, I just read the headlines and a couple bulletin points and move on. But I make sure I know where the book's at, so if I need to investigate further, I can go back and discover what information I may have been lacking. And I know, like, everyone's like, Jake, you're so smart, you know everything about anything. Like, what do you mean? Title of the stream, of course. I know everybody keep asking, and I keep like, you know, wasn't paying attention. Had my chat off. It's a song by Gym Class Heroes. And I'm pretty partial to the song, but there's a section in it that I really, really enjoy. The bridge outro thing is super just like I remember the first time I heard that, I was like, this is the coolest song I've ever heard. You can go take a listen if you like. Soft Paper Cut Chronicles 3, maybe? Might just be paper, I'm not 100%. And it's hold on. Boy Kid Nothing versus the Echo Factor? Kid Nothing Boy versus the Echo. There's the word boy's in it. I didn't want to put that in my, because I'm masculine. I'm very manly. You know, I don't want to see what people come, with preconceived notions. I'm not a cat either. Talking loud enough. I feel like I haven't been talking loud enough. I'll have to, when I rewatch. Actually, when I was listening earlier, I was about to say I couldn't hear anything I fucking said. I had my headphones all the way turned up. You'd have to be wearing like some earbuds and really focusing. I did notice my guitar though, and that was like that's the important part. That's it's about the music, man. Doing it for the love of the music. That's why I play the same notes over and over again, in the same pattern, with the same rhythm, and the same texture. I tend to vary the vary nothing. I vary nothing. Consistency is key. Proper preparation prevents poor performance, and so does proper posture. That's why you shouldn't stand on one leg. And even though I'm standing on 2 legs, I'm putting all my weight on one, and it bothers me later. Sorry, don't mind me. Pay me no mind. I will be gone. When I'm done, I will. Hold on. Yep. Let's turn some knobs here. You really gotta dial it in, you know? It's a finely calibrated machine, you gotta understand how to use a micrometer, get the get the multimeter out, make sure everything falls within the degree of spec has torch down to like 65, right? You gotta make sure you hit that 65. It's not irrelevant, okay? It's important. If you don't do it right, you won't get that smooth, milky tone, It's a foot-pound, I try to, not be too serious all the time, but sometimes. I'm serious about music. I said I'm serious about music. whisper. It's not good for my stream. I can't read my chat right now either, so I'm sorry. Sorry, chatters. I know everyone has so many questions for me. I'll take them all at the same time, you know. All of them, every single one. But, you know, you'll have to be paying attention, because when I respond to your specific inquiry, or comment or suggestion, excuse me, when I respond to your comment, question, or suggestion, you know, you might have fallen asleep, or maybe you like, you know, you're watching a different YouTube video, or maybe like, you know, you don't want your friends to find out or something. It's understandable. I get it. Maybe you're at work, you know, not paying attention, full attention. Maybe on second monitor, you know. You know, so I recommend, you know, going through and watching the VODs, the whole thing, so you get all the action, you know. You don't want to miss any of it. It's, you know, this is prime real estate right here. I'm gonna make so much money. I'm gonna make so much money. It's only a scam if, because you're not gonna get like what you ordered, you know. I'm sorry, but you'll get something, and hopefully it should make up for it. You know, I try to always be better than I was the day before. So whatever you ordered was based on a notion that my abilities or my product, you know, was at a certain level, but I will have attained a higher level by the time I get my product or service to you. I'll keep it the same color though. You know, I understand colors are important. People have favorite colors. My favorite color is green. Think about selling beats, you know. That's what my coworker mentioned to me, and I was like, I can make beats, maybe, kind of. Yes, I mean I can. Are they good? Debatable, right? You know. I think they're worth having the conversation about, you know. Are they, you know, discussions of the greatest of all time? God, no. Hell no. Would they, you know, they'll be coherent, you know. Coherent pieces of audio that you can rap to and make money off of. It'll sell. It'll definitely sell. I'll make sure it sells. I'm gonna have the most sellable product on the planet. Everyone. If I get $1 off every single person on this planet, I would have $8 billion. Well, give or take, right? But if I could get $1 off every single person on the planet, which I think would be pretty easy. I've gotten a lot more off. You know, there are ways to increase or decrease the ratio of profit, right? Try to do it in an ethical manner, ethical and morally abiding. method. My methods will be morally and... God damn it, I'm forgetting what I'm talking about. It wasn't that important anyways. We got bigger. You know, we gotta step back and look at the big picture. Oh, $1 off every person. I'd have $8 billion, give or take. But I think I could get $1 off most people. I'm sure there's something I could do to like get $1 from them in a you know, a productive, upstanding citizen way. I'm not gonna scam it off them, and I'm not gonna not fulfill my my service, whatever service I may be providing. You know, I have a standard of excellence that I try to maintain at all times, and I accept very little compromise on it. You know, don't half-ass it, don't whole-ass it, just take your time, and if you need help, please let me know. I know how difficult it can be to ask for help. It's not something I'm good at. I never ask for help. I hate asking for help. I will be dead in a ditch before I ask for help. But I know this, so I try to avoid. And you gotta set boundaries. You gotta set boundaries. You gotta follow your boundaries. You gotta stay firm. You gotta stay strong. You know, you can't. You gotta stay consistent. You can't be wishy-washy. You know. Everybody likes wishiness. Okay, so, you know, it kind of goes back to, like, you can have problems, and you can have your own code of conduct and whatever, just don't, you know, ruin other people's days. Or, you know, if you're going to have an effect on people, promote positivity. You know, don't let your behavior or habits negatively affect, you know, other people, right? Don't be toxic, right? But, you know, stay true to yourself. Just don't be toxic. And if it's, like, toxic, then maybe, like, maybe there's, like, a root problem. Or, like, what's causing you to be, like, toxic, right? Because I don't think that... I'm hungry. I don't think that, like... Toxicity is a symptom of something else that is not toxicity itself. I don't think people are inherently toxic. I don't think people are just like, I'm going to be a piece of shit because that's what I am. That's who I am. I am shit, so I'm going to shit on everything. I don't think most toxic people even know they're being toxic. I don't know. I haven't had enough, I've never really met, like, any truly toxic person. I've also lived a very blessed life, and I'm very thankful for that. And hopefully I can, you know, pay it forward by doing something helpful for people if they need or want help. I also have services available. I'm selling brownies, and if you could like and follow, comment, subscribe, that'd really help me out. What's that movie with the Mexican teacher and these inner city school kids? Siri, where are you? You're right there.
I'm over here.
Oh, thank you. Very helpful. It was very helpful. I'm not being facetious or sarcastic. Let's see, Mexican teacher. Mexican restaurants, Mexican teacher movie. Stand and Deliver. It's a great movie. It's one of my favorites. One of my favorite movies ever. It's awesome. I absolutely love that movie. It makes me cry so much. So does How to Train Your Dragon, but kind of for the same reasons, I guess. I don't know. But I love Stand and Deliver. I absolutely think that movie should be, everybody should watch it a couple of times, and maybe go to a book club about it, have detailed discussions, going over its main, plot points and themes, dialogue, different. Oh shit, okay, my bad. Oh shit. I wanted to keep my streams shorter to be more concise and a little less, just some dude rambling on about random shit, and you can't even hear him, so. I guess a microphone would do some good, but I guess it's time to hit up Craigslist. Maybe just go to the music store and pawn shop, and where else could I acquire said equipment? Facebook, Craigslist, pawn shop, music store, Amazon. See, I don't know. Excuse me. I don't know the local music scene in this area. Is there even a music scene? Last time I checked, Des Moines doesn't really like loud sounds. And I'm curious if that's something other big cities, yikes, other metropolises have, right? Because it seems like very not fun, Like, how are you supposed to have events and stuff? And it's like, well, they make exceptions, right? But it's like, well, how do I get on that list? Do I have to pay you? Are you guys just paywalling people to, have fun? And if you're doing that, what's the money going towards? Sewer lines and waterways? Okay, I'm cool with that. We have 2 sump pumps in this house. Seems crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I'd be mildly interested in that. I'm curious, just curious. I feel like I'm waiting on something. I don't know what it is. Something's supposed to happen. Taylor Swift watching my stream. You miss every shot you don't take, You miss every shot. So out of 100, right? Out of, what are the probabilities, right? I was running some numbers, right? And there's an infinite possibilities of outcomes that can occur, right? And it's like, why not? Why not me? I'm the greatest thing that's ever fucking happened. I'm pretty sure I could change the world with just this. Pretty sure with just this, I will acquire my dreams and the goals I have set for myself, and I don't intend to stop unless nothing. There's absolutely there's a few things that could happen, but I'm pretty sure it's well within my capability to make sure they do not happen. So I'm gonna do it, right? I can work a shitty job. I can work 2 shitty jobs. I can stand here and play my guitar. I can do it with this shitty cell phone. I think I'll have to come up with some more. The product itself needs a little refining and some direction for sure. Like, what the fuck am I doing? I have no fucking idea. I just want to enjoy myself. I know if I'm standing here smiling, somebody else might smile too. So I'm gonna try really hard, right? Because I know I can do it, and I don't want to. I don't want to wait, and I don't want to miss my shot or like have regrets or waste what's been given to me. I've made a lot of people have helped me throughout my life and throughout different stages, and I can't repay them for what they've done for me, but I can show them what I can do. I'm not done yet. I am not done yet. I know I have so much more to learn and so much more to experience, and I can continue crafting and molding what I have into something that'll go beyond everything. Just absolutely everything. There is no container that can contain what I will create. I'm really excited. I'm really excited. I can feel it. Excitement. It's just makes me feel like a spaz. I'll start like spazzing out. But I had a few more things I wanted to play. I'm really hungry though. I got some brownies I want to go eat, and I gotta work in the morning. And I can just stream when I'm off tomorrow. I should just do that. That'd be probably the smart, responsible thing to do. So we're gonna do that. Alright, guys. My name's Jacob Evans, and if you've made it this far, you probably know what I'm about. I'm sorry you can't hear me. I'll start talking louder. If you have to wear headphones, it might be worth a listen. I don't know. I think, actually it's definitely worth listening to. It's just definitely worth listening to. You might have to do it in, like, a kind of quiet space. I know when I was at work and I had my headphones on, I was like, I can't hear anything I'm fucking saying. Maybe, like, yeah, editor would be cool, you know, have him do some stuff to the audio, right? Maybe some equipment, but, you know, I kind of like the novelty and the I'm gonna work with what I got kind of vibe, you know, doesn't matter. Do it with a studio, an expensive setup, do it in a basement with an iPhone XR. And my custom piece, this is custom, this is all custom though, right here. Shit, alright. I don't want to end it on such a heavy note, I feel like really heavy. But you know, maybe that's fine. It'll sit with you guys. I love you. Have a good night. Jacob Evans signing out. Oh no, Mike. Yes, end stream.